Hello everyone, we're the Carvers here in Peru.
And we want to share with you what we've been doing this last month.
Ivy's been a huge blessing to the Bible College this month. As she's been the only translator here, she's been translating the book of Isaiah. And while she's translating the book of Isaiah, I've been taking care of Isaiah. And with everything else that Ivy's doing, she's still dedicated to her household and committed to making it look beautiful. I spend most of my mornings trying to study, but in the afternoons, I spend time doing construction work. Believe it or not, this behind me is supposed to be the girls' dorm. Believe it or not, this is supposed to be the downstairs of the girls' dorm. Here's some more work to do. Currently, John can only park his car on one side of his garage. Instead of laying a whole floor of tile, we just laid a tile slip and slide for Isaiah. Is this a tile floor or is somebody playing Tetris? But despite the busyness of daily life, we do get some time to do some ministry.
The Bible College gives us many opportunities for ministry. This is our outreach to a city down the mountain a couple hours away called Chilete. We arrived, played some songs, danced around a little bit, did a skit, and we gathered 30 to 40 kids plus some parents to come listen to the Word of God. Then we went to the Central Plaza, played some music, performed a drama, and shared about the Lord.
It's always a mistake to give someone in the audience bongos.
Without intending it, we set up about half an hour before the beginning of a summertime festival, meaning that more people than usual were out walking and were drawn in to what the Lord was saying to them. Here in Yacanora, people buy cows more than cars, and just like we have car lots, they have a cow lot called the Pecuaria. A Calvary Chapel in Lima sent a pastor here to Cajamarca a few years ago named Dario. He is the one preaching here in this video. Hundreds of people every Monday, whether they sit or not, stop and listen as he shares the word.
These ministries have really been a blessing to be a part of. However, they're only possible assuming that we can even leave our house at all.
It's burying the exercise machine.
Now that Isaiah's learned to walk, he's been helping us with all sorts of things, both in ministry and around the house.
And my heart is wounded within me. I am gone like a shadow as it grows, but you're here in our presence, Lord. Lord, it's your presence I'm feeling. Permit me to stay with you now. Show me your glory unveiling.
The central square of Cajamarca is famous for being the scene of the first interaction between the Spanish and the Inca Empire. The last sovereign king of the Incas, Atahualpa, reigned over an area that extended from Colombia down to Chile. When the Spanish arrived, Atahualpa was in the midst of a civil war with Huascar, his older brother. Atahualpa had the support of Quito and the northern kingdom, while Huascar had the support of the south. Huascar was captured in 1532, and Atahualpa proceeded south toward Cusco to claim his throne with 80,000 Inca soldiers. He stopped in Cajamarca to rest and celebrate. Francisco Pizarro landed on the northern coast of Peru about 1530. In 1532, he set off toward the Inca Empire with 106 foot soldiers and 62 horsemen. When the Spanish arrived to the main square of Cajamarca on November 15, 1532, the Incas were camped at the Inca Baths a few miles away. Atahualpa came to meet Pizarro the next day, carried by 80 men and accompanied by about 5,000 soldiers. The Spanish hid their men in buildings around the main square, and when the Inca arrived, nobody was there to meet them except the Dominican friar and his translator. The Dominican friar then began to speak about the Catholic religion, and at the king's request gave him one of his liturgical books, which he promptly threw on the ground. The friar then ran back to the buildings and prompted the attack. The Spaniards, with advanced weaponry and armor, defeated the Inca soldiers and captured Atahualpa without the loss of a single life. Once taken captive, Atahualpa realized the Spanish lust for gold and silver and offered to fill a 22 by 17 foot room 8 feet high, once with gold and twice with silver, in exchange for his life. The gold and silver came pouring in throughout the Inca Empire. However, fearing an attack from one of Atahualpa's generals, the Spaniards, having received their treasure, panicked and put him to death. His death marked the decline of the Inca Empire. In Matthew 16, Jesus asked the question, what would a man give for his soul? For Atahualpa, the price was 2 rooms of silver and 1 room of gold, a ransom for his very life. Francisco Pizarro, calling himself a Christian and yet acting just like the devil, took all that Atahualpa had, promising him life, and then put him to death. In contrast, the Gospel of Mark tells us that the Son of Man came to give his life as a ransom for many. In 2 Corinthians, it tells us that though he was rich, yet for our sakes he became poor, so that we, by his poverty, might become rich. Some believe that they're just God's puppets. God, like Pizarro, always holding out his hand with promises, only to take them in the end and refuse us life. But our God is a God who gives, who made himself a ransom, and who emptied himself in order to replace our poverty with his riches. All right, so I want all you guys back home to just really take a moment and appreciate Ivy's hair.
I am not happy about this video anymore.
No? Hello everyone, welcome to our, I'll show you guys what's been going on this month. Hello everyone, we are the Carvers in Peru and we just want to show you what's been going on. Amen.